Hi guys, my name is Chelsea Vero Campo and my research topic is discrimination in the LGBT community in South Korea. Let's get started. Research question and thesis. How are the government and society contributing to discrimination against the LGBT community in South Korea? Homosexuality has been more open here in the US, unlike in South Korea, where being gay can bring shame and social unacceptance. The Confucianism, along with religion, are the reasons why South Korea is not very fond of the LGBT community. This has restricted its society from coming out due to the public shaming and the society constantly rejecting them. The government is somewhat acceptable of them, but they still discriminate their people when they want to apply for government assistance or they want to get a job. Their own families are getting ashamed of them and are contributing by discriminating them and rejecting them as well. This adds pressure and pushes individuals to commit suicide because they are not being accepted. Homosexuality, seen as a sin, is a mental illness because of all the religious beliefs that influence the government, the society, and the mentality. Next slide. Why I chose it. Reasons. I have friends that are gay and they have told me what they had to go through because of their sexual identity. There are a lot of gay celebrities that come from them, so I wanted to know why, and now I know why, and it's because of the constant shaming. South Koreans do not want to talk about this topic because they feel ashamed and embarrassed. I want people to know more about the social issue and why it is important. Next slide. Methodology. The information on this PowerPoint was found in various articles on Google. These articles, I made sure they were from credible sources. These sources were the Human Rights website, some news station like Korea Station, the China Post. They helped me get a better understanding of the South Korean government and their laws. They let me know of events that happened that had to do with the LGBT community, and it also gave me a better insight on the government procedures that they were doing to track down homosexuals. And I also learned what type of system of values the Korean society is based on and why this has not helped the LGBT community prosper. Next slide. Confucianism. So what is Confucianism? Confucianism, it is a system of values that is divided into philosophical, religious, and educational values. This system was started by Confucius, who was a teacher in China. This system made its way to South Korea, and ever since the South Korean have adopted this system belief and they have stuck to it since. This system does not allow for same-sex people to come together, and this is the reason why South Koreans are very against the LGBT community. Next slide. Religion. So the religion that is dominant in South Korea is Christianity. Christianity, along with conservatism, is very high, so they are very opposing of the homosexuality community. Confucianism requires society to live the life the way it is stated in their religion, so they stick to those beliefs and discriminate against those that are trying to be different. Older generations are also setting back progress. They are not accepting the homosexuality and they are constantly participating in protests to make sure that they are not accepted. They make their own society suffer by isolating them, making fun of them, and treating them without respect. Next slide. The government. So, how is the government getting involved? So, South Koreans already have a low trust society because the government has failed to execute the promises that they promised. They claim to support the society by saying that they support them, but yet there are any laws protecting homosexuals. The government and companies are often checking medical records to look for any signs of mental illness treatment, homosexuality, or just any disease overall to make sure they are hiring the right person. So this was has created that low trust. And also the government is sending their own military to hunt down homosexuals and charging them with crimes. Next slide. Society and family. Discrimination by society. So gays are discriminated on a daily basis by employers. Employers are not accepting of gays, so they do not offer them jobs, even transgenders. People tend to hide their sexuality so they can actually get a job. and they can live a better life. These has affects them very deeply because they are not able to support themselves sometimes because they can't find a job. Their family. They tend to hide their sexuality from their family and live a fake life because they don't want to be treated like pariahs. Because family, instead of support them, they discriminate them and often ignore them. And sometimes they end up marrying the opposite sex, so just so they can cover up their homosexuality. Next slide. Mental health. So mental health issues are causing deaths amongst the LGBT community, such as depression, anxiety, just because of the stress caused by the discrimination that they constantly face. They do not tend to have a lot of confidence. They feel very lonely and worthless. The pressure gets to them so much that they end up taking their own life. Discussing mental health issues with one's group makes the person feel ashamed in the presence of their fellow group members. All right, next slide. So, my conclusion is that religion plays a big role in shaping the laws and beliefs of the society. The Confucius system that is already based makes it hard for people to accept same sex marriage. The government itself is not doing a good job in helping their people. Instead of supporting them, they are violating their rights. Society and family itself discriminate against people because they are embarrassed and cannot stand the social pressure. These people cannot stand so much pressure, so they end up taking their lives or they'll end up living a fake life so they can conform to their norms. All right, thank you guys and have a good one.